So now let's transfer our balloon onto our foam. First thing I would do to make it easier is let's cut off the extra. Okay, now that you got that cut off, let's take it and put it directly on our foam. You don't want to move this while you're tracing it. You're going to take a pencil and you're going to trace every single line. And you need to lean hard so that as you do it, it's making an imprint below. Because we want to make the imprint on our foam so that we don't have to try to just freehand draw this again. Because if you make a mistake on the foam, see how it's coming out? If you make a mistake on the foam, it's not going to work. So, trace every single line. I know it's kind of boring watching me trace every single line. Sorry about that. But once you trace all your lines, you're going to see that it shows on the foam. Then you're going to take a dull pencil. I know we usually like sharp pencils, but see how you can see this? Now we have to go over all these lines again. Because where we're making the lines, the ink, or in this case, the marker, is not going to go in there. And you have two choices to leave something white. You can do what I did with these. I colored them all the way in with my pencil so that the ink will only go to the top surface. It won't go in those holes. And you want to make sure you go hard. Don't forget to trace your balloon. And if you forgot a line, you can add it in here. This would be the time to make sure you have all your lines. So make sure you go over all of your lines. And once we have all these lines done, then we're going to use a marker. You can't use a Sharpie marker on these. You need to use markers that are water-based, because if you try to use a marker that's not, then you're going to have a mess. So what color do you want to make your balloon? I'm going to make mine really colorful here. Let's see, I think we'll go, orange here. Now, if I had a bunch of different color greens, that would be great for the grass, but I don't. So I'm going to use some greens and some browns and some yellows for down there. Make sure you color in everything that you want to have color. So down here, let's see. We'll go green in here. And maybe we'll do this one green. Do like a stripe pattern here. And I'm doing this quick. I expect you to take a bit more time with yours. But I just don't want you to spend half your class just sitting here watching me color. That definitely would not be fun. Let's see, where's my yellow? And I think, you know what? I'm gonna add some purple. I know we don't normally have purple ground, but I don't know. I'm thinking it'll just look kind of whimsical. You know what whimsical means? Whimsical means fun. Fun, not realistic. So we're gonna add a little whimsical to this. Now I still have to do my sky, which of course I'll do blue. This is when I wish I had like a set of markers, watercolor markers that had like 20 colors instead of the ones we normally get. Wouldn't that be fun to have all those extra colors in there? So, last but not least, the sky. And make sure you do right there for the, because the sky would be shown with your basket strings. And I wonder what country you guys are reading about now in your Around the World book. I know the other day you were in Italy. Italy is one of my favorite places. Oh, I forgot to leave my clouds white. Oh well, that's what I get for rushing. Now let me show you the fun part. We're going to take a piece of paper. Now, the papers that I gave you, there were ones that were a little thicker. Use the ones that are a little thicker for this. I want you to take some water. Now, I'm going to use a spray bottle. If you don't have a spray bottle, you could just use a sponge. But we don't want big puddles like that. So if you have big puddles, just wipe them off. Now, you're going to take your paper and you're going to put it on top. And you're going to rub this in, just kind of massage it, and you can already start to see the colors coming through. This is so cool. Now, give me a drum roll. And voila, there's your print. Now, you can do this again and again. You could color this again, and you could print it again. That's the whole thing about printmaking. You can make a whole bunch of these exactly the same. So I cannot wait to see how your balloons came out.